So let me introduce myself. I am Fenil Shah, Vice President of Operations at IMS Decimal. With a background as a chartered accountant and over 15 years of experience, I am excited to explore a question that I believe is on many of your minds. Where do you envision your firm in the next decade? What can position you as a go-to brand for comprehensive accounting solutions? It's a thought-provoking challenge, isn't it? In today's webinar, we are not just discussing trends. We are addressing your aspiration for growth, scalability, and expanding your services offering. We will delve into strategies for increasing your geographic footprints and ensuring sustainability in a rapid evolving market. Over to you, Nicola.
Hi everyone, I'm Nicola, Head of Sales at IMS Decimal. The UK accounting market is experiencing remarkable growth. According to PwC, it's projected to reach an impressive 78.6 billion by 2027. But with this growth comes a wave of complexities that you'll need to navigate. Navigating the maze of ever-evolving regulations such as MTD can feel like solving a Rubik's Cube with a blindfold. Your clients are increasingly seeking specialised services, everything from advanced tax planning to forensic accounting. How can you meet these evolving demands? With cloud accounting and automation transforming the landscape, the question becomes, are you adapting to these advancements? Or are you sticking with the outdated methods? So let's delve into these challenges and discover how you can turn them into opportunities for your firm's success. Back to you, Fenil.
Thank you, Nicola. Let us discuss how do we build a dream team. To start with, it's having a right talent. When I talk about right talent, I am referring to individuals who not only possess the necessary technical skills and expertise, but also align with your firm's value, culture, and long-term vision. The right talent is a strategic asset that can drive our firms to new heights. So we should invest into our people as they are the foundation upon which we build our future, which can be in-house, nearshore, or offshore. Moving forward with strategic planning. When we talk about strategic planning, I'm referring to setting a clear goals and objectives and adapting to market changes, driving growth and expansion. Setting up clear goals and objectives help us to know where we want to reach over a period of time and help the team members to prioritize and work towards it. And adapting to market changes and driving growth and expansion, we should do analysis of market trend and understand client needs and adapt strategies accordingly, which help us to grow over a period and make competitive edge advantage. Moving forward, brand building. A strong brand communicates professionalism, reliability, and expertise. It is crucial to create brand in accounting industry where clients rely heavily on trust and accuracy. Building strong brand is essential for long-term success and sustainability in competitive accounting industry. Moving forward with diversification. To start with, all accounting firms does an expertise into one of the services, such as traditional accounting, advisory, wealth management, auditing and taxation, or payrolling. But over a period of time, they need to diversify their services and start catering services in most of the area. They should become the one-stop solution for their clients, wherein they provide not only traditional service, but also help clients for compliance, regulatory services, adopting new technology, and outsourcing services so that they can hook the client. When we talk about building a dream team, cost efficiency solution is most important to maintain profitability while providing high quality services. Having right team helps to optimize resources, reduce waste, and improve overall financial health for the organization. Cost-effective solution can be achieved only if they have the right team who can support with automation, process optimization, outsourcing non-core activities. While we have discussed about building a dream team, there are many challenges to build the team, for which Nicola will discuss more about it.
Thanks, Fenil. So a survey by the ACCA revealed that 90% of employers in the finance and accounting sector are encountering significant challenges in hiring and recruitment. Industry experts predict this talent squeeze will likely nudge the salary figures northward, putting further stress on smaller firms trying to keep up with those big players. It's not just about the numbers. We're talking about a smaller workforce juggling heavier workloads that potentially impact client services and pressuring the hiring budget. Thanks, Fenil.
Thank you, Nicola. Till now, we have talked about how to build a dream team and the challenges to create or to have a dream team. So my question is it necessary to have an in-house team? Is it necessary that they should be working from our offices only? I don't think so. Many statistics have proved that resources doing work from home, which can be nearshore or offshore, have more productivity if they are being supported and their tasks are being planned properly. So we can get talent all over the globe, and statistics have said that accounting is the most outsourced business all the globe. While we have just discussed that accounting outsourcing is most outsourced business, let us see what attracts about outsourcing and why it is continuously growing in this sector. So there are a couple of reasons why the outsourcing is attractive, but we'll discuss few of them. So to start with availability of talent. So talent is available in a developing countries like India, Sri Lanka, Philippines, where they have got 65% of population as a youth belonging between the age of 18 to 35. So there is abundance of talent, and we have noticed that globally accounting rules remain same, like double entry system, depreciation, deferred tax, and everything. It's just a different percentage that they have got, or they need to know more about accounting standards of each individual company. So that is one of the reasons that the work can be outsourced to a developing countries like India, Sri Lanka, and Philippines. The second and foremost is the technology. With the advanced technology and security, data can be transferred securely through firewalls and remote desktop access. Also, most of the softwares are cloud-based, benefiting to use it from any part of globe. So by easy accessibility and transfer of data, offshoring is growing continuously. Cost of accountants, as discussed earlier, in developed countries, there is a shortage of talent, whereas in a developing countries, there is abundance of talent. So with the help of right technology and a business partner offshore, you can have cost arbitration for your staff also. Generally, cost arbitrations are up to 50% of staff cost with more productivity that you find from such offshore teams. Infrastructure is also one of the reasons. So building and maintaining infrastructure onshore requires significant time, money, and hassle. Rather dealing with it, in case of offshoring, you can get away from it and can concentrate on your core activities like key account management, expansion of your business, and expansion of your services, and lot more things. While we have discussed what's so attractive about offshoring, at the same time, there are many myths about offshoring. So let us discuss 7 out of many offshoring myths that are prevailing into accounts outsourcing sector. So I would say the basic and foremost the myth is offshoring is all about cheap labor. There is no doubt that offshoring gives an access to fabulous pool of talent, highly educated and motivated individuals at a lower cost than in UK. But at the same time, you have to consider them as your extended team members and train them, nurture them, and motivate them to get the best output. The second myth is offshore is a quick fix. I would say it's not a quick fix. It's not that you have dumped your task to the third party and some magic will happen to get all the tasks done. It's more like garbage in, garbage out. If you feed them with accurate data and let them know the processes, you will see the perfect result, or else the results won't be as per the expectations. The next myth is offshoring is a turnkey solution. I would say offshoring is not a turnkey solution, but it's a strategic solution. You will have to treat your offshore team and service provider as your partner and build a reliability and a relation with them to get a fruitful result out of it and to get yourself and your offshore team successful. Next myth is offshoring fees frees you from the responsibility, which is not true, as you should look at their performance, their challenges, and support them to get the solution for the challenges that they have got to get the results as per your desire. The next myth is offshore. When you can offshore your problems. I would say until and unless you don't have access or processes in place or SOPs been developed, you will not have a successful offshore team. You cannot offshore problem as you are the best person to develop processes for your organization. You can lean on their expertise and suggestions, but you will have to make a decision how the processes should look like. The next myth is about treating your offshore team differently. You will have to understand that it is your extended team member and their success is your success. So treat them equally, motivate them, incentivize them, and see what magic happens. One of the biggest myths is that your data is unsafe. If you have a right partner, they will ensure that all the security measures are taken in a place, such as GDPR compliance, having secure firewalls, no printer access, no mobile access for the resources to ensure that your data is safe. So these are few common myths that we have within the offshoring team. In my experience, offshoring is a no-brainer and amazing if done in a right way and a right manner, or else it can be an expensive mistake if not done correctly. So let me share a few tips how to have a successful offshoring team and what are the precautions that we need to take if we are planning for offshoring. The first thing is that you should acknowledge the real cost. It's not just the cost of having a team over there or any offshore team. It is the cost that the time that you are investing into it. It is the cost of time that you are implementing it. It is a cost for redundancy and the replacement that you will be having for your team members, the time that you are investing into resources, the IT setup, and lot more thing is been associated along with the cost of the resources. So be cautious about cost that you are going to occur into it. The second tip is that it's a long-term game. It's not a short term. So never think that you can offshore your challenges, your trouble, and some magic will happen. You will always get a benefit into a long term and not into a short term. You will have to have a patience and see the success of offshoring model. The third most thing, a necessary thing, is that you should customize your services. You should customize your offshore team. You can lean on their expertise and knowledge, but you will have to create your own process and customize the way of doing things. It is because of you and your processes you are successful till now, and that is what you will have to transfer to your offshore partner to carry on with. The next point is maintaining accountability. You should always set up a review calls on a weekly basis, bi-weekly, and with the management on a quarterly basis so that you can enroll them and then you can let them know what is the vision of an organization where you are heading towards and they are equally involved into achieving your goals and visions that you're looking for. At the same time, if you see any problems into the processes, you should address them immediately. You should not happen or you should not wait for the meetings to happen. If there is something which is not working perfectly, email them, jump on a call, explain them, create the processes before a chaos happens and the dissatisfaction happens for outsourcing. The next point is that you should treat your employees equally. If they have been offshore, you need to train, you need to nurture, you need to incentivize your team member so that they feel as if they're a part of your organization and they're equally motivated to work for your visions and for the organization. At the same time, you should focus on the values that your outsourcing partners bring into the place. So there are values like the time and effort that they are making for the providing backups, for the learning and development team that they have, for providing replacements, training and nurturing the team members, creating a career path for your offshore team, and allowing them or motivating them to work for years and years on your behalf. You should consider all these value which they bring on the floor. Nicola, if you can introduce uh, about IMS Group.
Yeah, of course. So when we talk about IMS Group, Decimal is part of the group. So we have multiple divisions under this. So our flagship brand, which was founded in 2006, which is IMS People Possible, which is an RPO, which is outsourcing to recruitment. We also have ourselves, which is your IMS Decimal, which is outsourcing accounts, finance, back office. We have your IMS DataWise, which is outsourcing to property management services. We have Enhance, which is outsourcing to marketing services. And then we also have IMS Nuclei, which is outsourcing into IT services. And then we also have our People Possible Foundation, which is the charity that we support as well, that we've founded and we've set up.
Thank you, Nicola. So moving forward, I would like to give you more insight about who we are and what do we do. So we as an IMS Decimal are specialized into accounts and finance outsourcing services. We cater our clients into UK, US, Australia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Dubai, and few more regions or countries, I would say. As an IMS group, we are 3,000 plus resource organization. We have got more than 3 delivery centers, 2 in India, one into Philippines, and we are yet developing one more in India. We have got 200 plus client base globally to whom we cater our services. We have got multiple certifications as in GDPR compliance, Cyber Essential, HIPAA, ISO certifications. And as an IMS Decimal, we have done our specializations into providing our services into recruitment and staffing sector, accounting and finance industry, umbrella companies, and the factoring companies. Having said that, we would like to let you know how we can collaborate together and help you to achieve your dream team with us. So there are multiple reasons for that, but I would like to share few. The basic and foremost is your data security. As an organization of 3,000 plus and global access, we have got a robust firewalls in a place. We have got restricted access uh, and then physical biometric restricted access also. Only dedicated resources can hit the floor. No resource has an access to printers. No resource are allowed to carry a mobile phone on the floors. So your data is 100% secure. All the resource who will be working on your project will be provided with the UK IP phone, and all the calls that are being made through their system are being recorded. So your data is highly secured and it cannot be tampered or can be leaked anywhere. The second benefit is a financial benefit. We provide our services on FTE model, that is full-time executive model. We charge for our resources if they are working. So if they are on leave and we are not able to provide any backups, we don't charge for those number of days. Also, we don't bind our clients into long-term contract. It's a 30 days open notice period. So even if you want to scale up, scale down, it's pretty flexible for us. We don't bind you into 36 months, 48 months, or 60 months contract. You may start availing our services, and later on, if you find that there is a slowdown into your business, you can give us a 30 days notice period and reduce your manpower that you have invested or been recruited with us. The second and the third most reason is the certifications that we have got. So as we discussed earlier, we are GDPR, HIPAA compliant, and all the resources will be working on your project will be either Bachelor's of Account, Masters of Account, or maybe ACCA qualified, Indian Chartered Accountant, or a CPA. We deploy our resources after understanding the need for the client, and that is the ACC approver employer also we are. So you get abundance of ACCAs if need be. We have got our onshore existence. So if need be, our team can step down to your offices, look at the processes, map it down, and outsource to us. At the same time, if the things are not working the way it should be, they can step down, they can understand the challenges, and can provide you with all the relevant processes and with their expertise to streamline the processes. We use advanced tools like Python, Power BI, Tableau, which help you to automate the processes. All the monotonous job can be automated, bringing more productivity to the resources, and they can work on the required processes rather than doing the monotonous job. At the same time, we are QuickBook and Zero implementation partner. We have got more than 100 resources who has this implementation certificates and who can help you for the implementation and enhancement of your software. Thank you for your patience and hearing with us. We are open for any questions if you guys have.
Yeah, I'll just give it a minute just so people can put any questions in the box on the chat. So we've just got one through. So someone's asked, who will manage the onshore team? So the onshore team will be, so onshore team members or member will be overseen by a team leader. The team leader will be overseen by a manager, and that manager will be overseen by an AVP, so assistant vice president. So as we'd mentioned, your resource will get access to Microsoft, so they'll be on Teams, so you'll have full access to speak to them daily, hourly, weekly, as much as you like. As we've mentioned, it is your extended team member sat with us. We will also, to begin with, do weekly calls just to make sure everything's going well, you know what's working, if we need to make any changes. And then we'll move those weekly calls to bi-weekly, and then eventually we'll just be doing the monthly calls to go ahead with. So thank you, great question. Someone has asked if the members or the resources will be working UK or local hours. So your team member sat with us will work UK hours. So India is 4.5 hours ahead, so they will start work midday, which is 8:30 UK time, and they'll work till 10 p.m, which is 5:30 UK time. They'll also take UK bank holidays, which is 9 throughout the year. The only extra one they would take would be a festival that's based in India, which is Diwali. So that's the only extra on that they would take. But yes, they would work a UK hours and they would take the UK holidays as well. They do work the 40 hours per week. If you do want to take advantage of the time difference, you know, for whatever reason you want in things on your desk before you walk in, then you can take the benefit of that. You just speak to your resource and just, you know, work out between yourselves which days you want them to start that little bit earlier. So I hope that answers that question.
Yeah. Having said that, we are quite flexible to work on UK holidays also, because we understand that running a payroll and few processes are quite important to be processed on a timely manner. So we can step in and we can work on Mondays if need be, and we allow the compensation to our resources on some other non-busy day. So we are flexible with working hours and working days also.
Another question that's come in. So how soon can we go live if we decided to outsource? So depending on what processes that you wanting to outsource would depend if we have the resources available. So if we do have the resources available, great. If not, if it's a bit more of a specialized process that you wanting to outsource, then we would make sure we would employ that resource for you to specialize to what you're looking for. Minimum, I would say 15 days, maximum, I would say 30 days. So within 15 to 30 days, your resource member or members would be able to go live. And one more question. So how does the payment cycle work with you? Fenil, if you can answer that one.
Sure. So as we mentioned earlier, that we will provide resources on FTE model, that is full-time executive model. So we charge for a resource on a monthly basis. So if resource is working for the full month, we'll charge for the 30 days. If resources start or join on a mid of the month, we'll be charging on a 15 days on a pro rata basis. Charges will be charged at the month end. So you will receive an invoice at the end of the month. You get a 15 days grace period to make those payments. All the invoicing will be done from India. So there will be no add-on VAT on it. And whatever payments you'll be making will be making us to our Indian account in India.
There's no more questions that's come through. I'm not sure if anybody else wants to ask anything.
So Nicola, if you want to drop your email ID and my email ID and the contact details in the chat, so if in case they have any further questions, they can reach out to us.
Yeah, I'll do that. So thank you so much for your time today, everyone. I hope it's been a really insightful session. As Fenil mentioned, if it is a conversation you wanted to take ahead or something that we haven't answered and you didn't get the opportunity to ask the question in the chat, please reach out to us and we'll certainly answer those questions.
Thank you everyone for your time.
Thank you.